with Corin Davis.
I'm Corin Davis, joined here by Sod Poodles Director of Baseball Communications, Zach Robbins. Zach, there were some highs on the mound last week. Shout out Josh Gross for earning Texas League Pitcher of the Week. But there were also some lows, too. What do you think this rotation is trying to work through right now?
I think it's the same thing that is always a struggle when pitching in this ballpark. It's just the nature of playing here. You're playing at a higher altitude. The the ballpark itself is just smaller. I mean, it's hard. It's difficult for anybody to pitch in this ballpark. It's not just our guys. It's everybody who comes in here as well. I mean, you hear it all the time. It's just like they always have a tough time. What the answer is exactly to kind of like get over that, I think it's just more experience. I know I kind of sound like a broken record here because I feel like I say that every time, but that's really what it is. I mean, these guys are here to develop, they're here to get better, and you know, if they want to achieve their big league dreams, they're going to have to learn to pitch in some uncomfortable environments, including places like this. And so the more reps, the more innings they can get under their belts, the better. I think I think as the season goes on, you're going to start to see massive improvements with the pitching staff.
Hard to believe we are entering week 7 of the season. Which players have you seen experience the most growth in the last month and a half?
I mean,
Ruckus has experienced the most growth. Okay, honestly, the other day I saw all of those kids. You were like the celebrity of the moment. How did that feel, Ruckus? Signing an autograph? We're gonna need an autograph after this too. Guest appearance, Ruckus. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Besides Ruckus, because we know he's the star of the show, who else on this Sod squad has really improved over the last month and a half?
Yeah, it's easy to talk about Josh Gross considering that he just won Pitcher of the Week this last week. He had a historic performance on the mound just this last week against Wichita. But you look at some other guys, like specifically the one that pops out to me is Carlos Ray in the bullpen. That's not a name that you're going to hear a lot of people talk about, but because just he's only pitching once every 3 or 4 days. But if you look at the numbers there, he doesn't give up a whole lot of runs, and he strikes pretty much everybody. He strikes everybody out that he faces. And you know, he came up at the end of the year last year, and you know, we could kind of see like the potential there and like the skill that he has, but it's really like blossomed this year, and so it's really good to see. And there's other guys on the in the bullpen that have kind of had that same effect as well. If you go through the lineup, and someone that you're starting to see it click for them more lately, Gavin Logan's got a lot of that pop. And he showed that when he was here last year, but going into this year, he's kind of been our not everyday catcher, but primary catcher, and he's been really great lately. And to see him have that 3-homer game the other night, it was really special.
It's awesome. Hopefully they can have another historic run in Corpus this week. Zach, we appreciate the time, and we will see you next week.
Sounds good.
Okay, real quick, I'm going to have the Need for Speed because